We've heard about a place where the winter is long and nature is wild. A place where there still is plenty of snow when it's long gone in other parts. A perfect location to explore by skis, or at least try to. Wild, but still accessible, with multiple cabins one can choose to spend the night in. What took us so long to find this place? Welcome to the Scandinavian Wilderness and Gyllbergen Nature Reserve. So we're at Gyllbergen's Nature Reserve and heading out to some cabins here and planning to stay 2 nights here. So we'll see how this goes. I am by no means an experienced skier, but I have taken a few trips before. My companion, on the other hand, is standing on a pair of skis for the very first time. And you can't expect to get it all right the first time, and you have to take a few hits. And it doesn't make it easier if the skis are not adjusted for you, and you don't have the right grip. Having a big backpack also adds a layer of extra difficulty. But practice makes perfect, and it doesn't take too long until you start to get the hang of it. And in the worst case, just take the skis off and take a hike instead. Jilbarian is a quite interesting nature reserve that is located outside the city of Borlänge in Dalarna. The nature reserve is located on a higher altitude compared to its surroundings. Even though it is not really any drastic change in altitude, it is still enough to make a considerable difference in the amount of snow here. The nature is beautiful and it has a high degree of wilderness feeling. At the same time, it is very popular, especially for skiing, so one cannot expect to be alone. There are also plenty of shelters, cabins, and even a sauna that stand free to use for visitors. Overall, I think Gyllbergen really managed to find the right balance between keeping its wilderness aura, but being easy accessible and comfortable at the same time. We couldn't be more lucky with the access to Firewood on the trip. When starting the trip, we ran into a person that worked for the county and took care of the nature reserve. They had just got a delivery of new firewood, since it was all gone in the park and in the cabins. The only problem was that they didn't plan to drive out the firewood until after the weekend. But when he heard about our plans, he took it upon himself to make sure we had the best time possible. When we reached the cabins, they were fully stocked with new firewood. So if you are watching this, then a big thanks to you, and I can tell that the firewood really made this memorable trip even better. So there are this small hut that one can sleep in, and it's just where the sauna is. So we've been thinking about where we're gonna spend the night, because I really do like the sauna, but only like 500 meters, not even that. There's another cabin there. There's actually 2 cabins. One was occupied, but the other one is free. So we're heading for that one instead. And then we're coming back to this place to have a sauna later. So we got ourselves this small cabin here, and it's seems to be working just fine. So there's 2 sleeping places, and we have a fire started, and now we will just unpack our bags and make ourselves comfortable in the cabin. There are certain days where you don't really have a dedicated plan, and you don't seem to do so much either. But still, the day just seems to fly by without any dull moments. This day was one of those days. So we are heading towards a cabin that is about 1.5 kilometers away from where we stayed the night. And it's supposed to be water there, so we have a bit of a water shortage. And you can always melt snow, but the snow is, I would say, a bit contaminated, in some parts at least. So we're gonna see if we can find this well. So this is Bergslagsstugan. It's a quite big cabin. You got 2 rooms, and each of the rooms have a fireplace in it. So I don't know exactly how many people that could stay here, but I mean potentially there could be at least many people. And you have the water here just close by as well. So even though if I like the cabin that we're staying in now a bit more, because it's a bit smaller, a bit cozy, but still this is a quite good cabin. I found this book here in the cabin. It's called Landet bortom tiden by Thomas Jung. It's about different national parks and nature reserves and protected nature in Dalarna. If you're interested in that kind of stuff, then I can really recommend this book. This one is really good. So now we are moving from this cabin into this cabin. The cabin off Dragbergstugan is a newly renovated cabin and feels very luxurious. There is a big window inside that doesn't only provide a beautiful view, but also allow a generous amount of light in, making the cabin feel warm and fresh. Maybe it becomes too bright during long summer days, but during winter, when daylight is a scarce resource, it is a welcome addition. There are 3 spacious benches that also act as beds, but you could fit more people in if you are using the floor space as well. So now it's time to finally get the sauna started.
Ja, we're heading to the sauna.
Starting to get the right temperature now in the sauna. I really like this.
Det är typ allt som har gått ut.
So we're back from the sauna, which was really great. I really do enjoy having a sauna when you're out on a trip. It really does add an extra dimension to the whole experience. And now we're just gonna get some food and just keep on relaxing and enjoying this really nice cabin that we have. And then tomorrow we are heading back home. Bättre än vad jag trodde. Now it's time to go home. Gyllbergen, this place has been really nice, and it will be a place where we'll come back and visit during the summer. But that's it for this time, but until next time, goodbye. Please like and subscribe to not miss out on any Scandinavian wilderness.